So these are the Fab Four: heat pumps, insulation, triple glazed windows, and solar panels. The key to going zero is to put it all together. And the real Fab Four, the Beatles sang on the album Yellow Submarine, all together now, which I will not sing for you. That singing gene skipped generation in my family, and all my kids have it, but I don't. The key really is to put all these things together. So let's just look at the cost for heating from different heating fuels. Natural gas is the cheapest way to heat a house today, 5 cents per kilowatt hour of heat. Heating oil is a bit more expensive, propane a bit more expensive still. Heating with electricity, as everyone knows, is ridiculously expensive. And if you were to use solar panels to make that electricity, even though they're very cheap at 7 cents per kilowatt hour, it still would be more expensive than natural gas. However, if you use that cheap solar power to run a heat pump with its 4 times heating efficiency, you're now heating your house at less than 2 cents per kilowatt hour. This is the cheapest way to heat your house today by a long way. This is how we heat our house today. It's solar panels and running heat pumps. This is the cheapest way to heat your house. Now let's look at the carbon footprint from these same different fuels. Natural gas, heating oil, and propane all have about the same carbon footprint, about half a pound per kilowatt hour of heat. Utility electricity has a very high carbon footprint, and solar panels have 0. So using solar power to run a heat pump is the cheapest way to heat your house, and it has a 0 carbon footprint. This is the new era I was talking about at the beginning. This is the inflection point, the point of no return. It is because fossil fuels are too expensive to compete with solar panels and heat pumps. Now, this is a little aside, but gasoline is also too expensive to compete with solar panels and electric vehicles. I bought a Tesla earlier this year, and I can run my Tesla from my solar panels at 2 cents per mile. My BMW that the Tesla replaced cost 10 cents per mile using gasoline. This is huge, and this is the beginning of the end of the fossil fuel era. Fossil fuels are just too expensive to compete with solar panels and heat pumps for heating, or solar panels and an electric vehicle for transport. So the key to going zero is to cut your house's energy use so much that you can generate it all from solar panels on your roof. You cut your energy use with insulation, you cut it with triple glazed windows, you cut it with heat pumps, and then you generate it with solar panels on your roof. This is what gives you a 0 carbon footprint and 0 bills. 0 carbon, 0 bills. Welcome to the future, everyone. It's a 0 carbon future. So just to summarize, these tables are all in the book, which you'll all get for free. So I won't read it all to you, but overall we saved over $11,000 was the actual bills, but then $12,000 because we have a negative overall cash spent on heating these days. The total carbon footprint was reduced to 0. It was 43 tons to start with. And in terms of investment, the total program costs us about $75,000 after the tax breaks and subsidies, and it takes about 6 years to pay for itself altogether. And the return on investment, you can see each component there is about 15% overall. So you really can cut your carbon footprint to 0. You can help to reduce global warming. You can save money for whatever you want, for college, for retirement, whatever. And we've been earning a much better return on our investment than the stock market or the bond market. So 0 carbon, 0 bills. The 0 carbon future is here, but only if you actually do it. And the clock is ticking. So please start today. So if you're convinced now that installing the Fab Four will dramatically cut your home's carbon footprint and save you lots of money, then please go ahead and do so. And share your story with me at dgreen@green0carbon.com. I want to build a community of 0 carbon achievers, of people who are leading by example, because some people may look at my house and say, well, that's not like my house. So I want to build a database, if you like, of examples that other people can follow so they can go 0 on their houses as well. If you're intrigued by these ideas, but you need more time, then please read the details in the book, 0 Carbon Home, which you can download from my website, green0carbonhome.com. And to get the free book, just order the ebook from the website and apply the coupon UCCA at checkout, and the book will be free. And it'll be free and also have free of a carbon footprint as well, because it's an ebook. So that's the end of my presentation.